What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, KyGuy. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. If this is your first time here, then a big special welcome to you. Today we are here for a video that has been my most requested video since I first started making content like years and years ago. And I'm finally, after how much begging and groveling you guys have done, I'm finally going to give you this video after such a long time. So we are here today for the official, the definitive KyGuy fruit ranking tier list. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to rank all these different fruits on Tier Maker from S to D, and then we also have a tier for if I've never had something before. That way it's kind of a bit more like logical that way. I'm not just like, oh, I've never had this, but I'm going to put it in D tier, like that kind of thing, because got to keep things fair and all that stuff. But I'm going to be ranking these from a scale of S to D. These are all my own opinions, so just because if I don't put something where you might like it, or if I put it as high as maybe you think it belongs, doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. Doesn't mean you're a bad person or have a bad opinion. It just means we have a different opinion, and that's okay. And with something as highly contested as a fruit ranking tier list, you know things are going to get a bit heated. So let's try our best in the comment section down below to make sure we keep things civil. So just something as a little preface before the video. And if you guys want to see more tier lists like this, like maybe you want me to do a vegetable tier list or a meat tier list, I don't know, definitely subscribe if y'all are new around here. Helps me out a ton. We're on our way to 1,100 subscribers, and it would mean a lot if you could help me to do that. Without further ado, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and jump right into my most highly requested video of all time, the fruit ranking tier list. Starting off with the green apple. So I'm someone who prefers red apples. I'm more of a pink lady's apple or a Fiji apple kind of guy personally. But I think green apples are pretty good. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I think they're good when you like can dip them in a little bit of caramel, or if you get like a caramel apple. I used to work at a store that did like really fancy caramel apples, and those are really good. And we made those with the green apples, the Granny Smiths as they call them. But I don't see it going any higher than maybe like maybe like a C or a B tier. Which one feels right? I wouldn't just eat it on my own, so I think I'll go C tier. Like I'm not gonna eat it like by itself without something to dip it in, or like when it's covered in something. So I think C tier feels good. Red apples, on the other hand, I think are amazing. These I eat probably, I don't know, maybe once every few days or so. I'll get like a big bag of them, either from like local grocery store or local farmer's market. And these will be like my go-to like healthy snack, or like my go-to like lunch or breakfast fruit and everything. So I love these. I think red apples are amazing. Immediate S tier. I think red apples are so good. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, as they say. Hashtag bars. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. Dipping them in peanut butter as well is a very good snack. Just make sure you don't overdo it. But yeah, I think red apples are fantastic. Apricot, I never really bought into, like, I've never had one fresh. I've had apricot flavored things, and I've had dried apricots, and dried apricots are pretty good. But I've never really had like a fresh apricot, so I don't know whether I should put this in I've never had this, or should I just base it off of like the flavor and the dried version. That's kind of tough. I think I will base it off of the dried version, and I think they're pretty good. I don't love them. Excuse me. I would say I'd probably put them in the same spot as green apple, so I think apricot will go C tier. Avocado is a bit of a cheat, just because like I love avocado toast. I love putting avocado like on like salad or in tacos. Guacamole is also made of avocado, and I love guac. It's one of my favorite dips and everything. So avocado, I think, is getting a boost in that regard. Like, again, I wouldn't just eat an avocado by itself. Like, I'm not just gonna like cut open an avocado and just eat the fruit inside and all that. Although apparently, like, if you put like a little bit of sea salt on it, it's apparently fire. But for the fact that it's so good and so versatile in a lot of cooking that I like, and it's really good in like one of my favorite dips of all time, I think I am gonna go A tier. I really do like avocado when it's in stuff. And I think that's what kind of holds it back from S tier, is it's not something I would just eat on my own all the time. So I think A tier feels like a good fit. A for avocado, perhaps. Banana. So I was a huge banana fan for a while. When I was in college, my breakfast of choice every single day would be a single banana chopped up, and then you mix that with some peanut butter, and then you get like a little bit of Greek yogurt on the side. Oh yeah. 100%, like, love it, so good. I've kind of taken like a little bit of a fall from grace for bananas lately. Like the past couple of times I've gotten one, it's maybe a bit sick. Like it's hurt my stomach. I'm wondering if I'm developing like an allergy or something. But I still recognize that they're good for you. They taste pretty good. I don't like banana flavoring, but I think bananas themselves are very good. So I will give them a nice A tier. That feels pretty good. Blackberries, I could eat an entire case of these. I think they're so good. I love these in smoothies. I think it's a good flavor to like mix with other stuff as well. Like, no joke, if I would go to like my local grocery store and pick up like those little blackberry trays or packages or whatever, I'd probably eat the whole thing in one sitting if I didn't pace myself. I think they're so good. I think they're perfect for like a smoothie add-in. I've had blackberry sorbet and blackberry milkshakes that are really good. And I can't sing the praise enough. I'm gonna go S tier on blackberries. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think they're really good. Blackcurrant, I haven't had much. I've had the flavoring. Like I've had it in like some British candy. Like, I know how our purple flavor is grape, their purple is blackcurrant, and it's pretty good. It's a bit medicinal, but I like medicinal taste, so honestly, like, it doesn't really bother me. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if I would give it any higher than like a C though. Like, it's fine, but I don't think it's something I would actively seek out, and I haven't had too much of it. It's just like flavorings and stuff that I've had, so I think C feels all right. Blueberries, I think this is probably one of my favorite fruit snacks to just like munch on. Like, again, same with the blackberries. I will just pick an entire tray up and that sucker will be gone by the end of the day if I don't pace myself. Great in smoothies, great with yogurt. Blueberry sorbet is very good. Blueberry flavored things are surprisingly pretty good, especially if you can get like I think there's like a blueberry almond, like a blueberry yogurt coated almond that you can get, and those are very blueberry-y. Like, they're so good. Yeah, blueberries are phenomenal, and they're really good for you. They're high in antioxidants. They're a superfood, as people say, so I'm gonna give blueberry S tier. Cantaloupe, I feel like people are very divisive on this thing. I feel like you either love it or you hate it, and I very much fall into the love category. I think cantaloupe is excellent. I love it in a fruit salad. I think it gives me like very summery vibes, which is very nostalgic for me. I definitely enjoy it quite a bit. I'm gonna give cantaloupe A tier. I think it's very, very good. Coconut, I'm a bit softer on coconut than I feel like a lot of people are. It's another one I feel like you either love it or you hate it. Coconut, for me, I love it in like a dried trail mix. I think it's really good. Coconut milk is very good. Coconut water is very good. But I'm not just gonna, I don't think I would just like cut open a coconut and like have it. Like, I want things to happen to it before I'm gonna eat it. So I'm feeling similarly about apricots, honestly, in this case. But I like coconut more. Like, coconut flavoring, like, if you've ever gone to Sonic, like the fast food restaurant Sonic, if there's one in your area, they have a blue coconut slushy. Oh my god, I would get that every day for the rest of my life if I could. I like coconut. I'm gonna give it B tier. Cherries, if y'all don't know, I'm native to Michigan, at least now. So because of that, cherries are a big thing here. I actually used to live in Traverse City, which I believe is the cherry capital of the US. Could be wrong about that. Somebody might need to fact check me on that. Cherries are very tasty. They're good in a lot of things. Cherry preserves, cherry jam, cherry wine is also really good. Do I like it more than like cantaloupe and bananas though? That's where I'm kind of struggling. I don't feel like I do, so I'm gonna give it a B. And these tiers are not ordered or anything. Like, these are just like off rip. Like, I don't like red apple more than blackberry and more than blueberry, like that kind of stuff. So just so we're getting that clear. But cherries are good. I think they're solid. I never like seek them out. They're not gonna be like a fruit I go out of my way to get, if that makes sense. Cranberries. Again, like, I like cranberry juice. I like craisins. I think dried cranberries are good. And I like them more than apricots, so I'm gonna go B on that. I think those are really, really good. Dates, I am not a fan. I've had like bacon wrap dates before and everything, and those are like okay. But like, I don't know, there's something about the taste like is not very like appealing to me, if that makes sense. Like, it's fine, but I don't love it. I think that's our first D tier. I think D for dates. I don't really like them. Like, I'm not a huge fan of dried fruits, like, in certain cases. Like I said, I'll do, like, dried apricots. I'll do, like, dried cranberries and everything. And I know dates are a bit more of, like, a dried fruit. But, like, I don't know, just something about the taste when they're dried is more off-putting to me than it is for apricot or for cranberries. So it's gotta be, like, a really good dried fruit if I'm gonna get it. Dragon fruit is one I will ride for just because I think it's very cool looking and unique. And then, like, pitaya powder is really good as, like, a superfood booster in smoothies as well. Dragon fruit doesn't have too much of a taste. It just tastes kind of sweet. Don't get me wrong, it tastes good because it tastes sweet, obviously, but I know it's nothing amazing. It's definitely cool looking. The novelty kind of wears off. Like, it's a pretty expensive fruit as well. Like, I think a single fruit will run you like $5, if not more. Like, they're good, and like I really like them in other things, but again, like the couple of times I've just bought a dragon fruit, I'm like, I'll cut it in half and I'll eat the fruit out and everything, and I'm like, wow, that was good. But then I'm like, did I really need to spend $5 on this when I could have gotten an entire bag of apples for the same price? So I don't know. Definitely, I like the powder. I think the dragon fruit powder is pretty good, but especially like in smoothies and crap like that. But overall, I think dragon fruit probably B tier. It's pretty mid, honestly. Durian, never had it. Isn't that the stinky one? Yeah, I've never had that before, thankfully. Figs. So growing up, my uncle had a fig tree in his yard, and we would kind of just pick figs off that and eat them. They were pretty good. Like I would constantly go back and get more. Like they're kind of like sweet and a little bit nutty. They're pretty good, actually. Like I'd say B tier. Figs are pretty good, and fig Newtons are also a good little treat occasionally. I think I've had fig in like a Mediterranean restaurant before as like a topping or something, and it was pretty good. Fig jam is also decent. It's honestly a little bit meaty in a way, but like I mean that in a good way. Gooseberry I have never had before, so we can skip on that one. Grapefruit is very good. I used to hate it when I was a kid, but then I got more into like the flavor. Like I grew to like more bitter and sour things as I got older, and because of that, grapefruit is a big one for me now. Like grapefruit flavoring I love. I don't know if I would again go to the grocery store and just get a grapefruit, but I think it's really, really tasty, surprisingly. Like the little bit of sour, when you put a little bit of sugar on it, it's so good. It's relatively healthy. It's very juicy. Grapefruit juice is pretty good. Grapefruit flavoring in like various things is pretty good. I'm tempted to go up to A tier, but I think I will hold myself back and go B. Red grapes are my favorite snack in the world. That is an easy S tier. These are literally my go-to snack. Like I will just get a big bag of grapes from the grocery store and I'll go to town. Like these are my favorite snack that I will munch on. Grapes, pretzels, popcorn, those are kind of my go-to snacks and everything. Especially now that I've been dying, I've also been eating a lot more goldfish, but grapes are the one. Even though they do have a lot of sugar in them, they are one that I've constantly found myself going back to. I love the taste. I'm not a huge fan of like grape flavored things, but I think grapes themselves are 10 out of 10. Easy S tier. White grapes, I think, are just kind of okay. Like I've always referred to them as green grapes. Like white grape juice is pretty good, but outside of that, and like sparkling white grape juice is pretty good. But like for the most part, I would just never prefer them over red grapes. Is this a hot take that I want to put these in C tier? And like I know they have like the cotton candy flavored ones and everything, and those are fine, but I don't think they're anything all that special. So because of that, I think I am going to put them in C tier. Like a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, I think it's where they're going to go. Kiwis, I'm going to go S tier on these. I love kiwis in like a fruit salad. Strawberry kiwi is a very good thing, like flavor combo. I'll just cut open a kiwi and eat one with my lunch occasionally. They're also very good for you. They're high in antioxidants. I think this tastes surprisingly good too. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I actually really like kiwis. I think they're good. Lemons and limes, I feel like I on principle, like if you were just gonna eat a lemon, I would not just eat a lemon or eat a lime. Like I feel like if we were just going based off of where they belong, they probably would go in D tier based off of that, unless you really love sour. But they're so versatile. Like I get them in water all the time. You can get them in like alcoholic drinks. You can get them like flavored in candy, and they're really good. But if we're just talking like the actual, I'm trying to like lump this all together as like not just a like the fruit itself, but also like the things that go with the fruit or that are related to the fruit. So that's why I think I'm gonna go lemons and limes in A tier, just because like I like how they taste in water. I think Sprite is one of my favorite sodas, which is a combination of lemon and lime flavors. Like if we were just gonna go based off of like would I eat this fruit, no, they'd probably go in D tier. But overall, like I love the flavoring, so I think I am gonna put them in A. I believe this is misspelled. I'm pretty sure lychee is L-Y-C-H-E-E, unless there's like a different way to spell it that I don't know about. Lychee is good. I like it. It's kind of like how I feel about dragon fruit. It tastes good. It's just it doesn't have a lot of flavor, if that makes sense. Like the flavor it tastes sweet. So I think it's good, but I think it's not as high up as like maybe the A tier. So I'm gonna say lychee goes into B. Mango is an S tier. I love mango flavoring. I love just cutting up a mango and putting it in like a smoothie or doing like a fruit salad. Fiora, can you please stop? I think it's super tasty. Mango juice is phenomenal. Yeah, mango is super. Mango sorbet. I think Dole does like a mango soft serve. Oh my god, it is so good. Highly recommend if you've never had it before. Very, very good. Absolutely love mango. Mango is top tier, easy. Nectarines are, in my opinion, the nectarine is just a worse peach. Like, it's still fine, but it definitely doesn't compare to like even the B tier or the A tiers. Like, it's good, but it's just a worse peach, honestly. I'm gonna say C tier for nectarine. Orange, A tier. I will eat an orange basically every day if I have the opportunity to. I think they're so good. Like, I have a bunch of like little oranges in my fridge right now that I've been using as part of breakfast. So I'll do like rice cakes, some like eggs or some turkey sausage, and then I'll do an orange, and that's my breakfast, and it tastes really, really good. I never get tired of them, which is, I think, pretty important as well. Yeah, I love oranges. I grew up in Florida. I love fresh squeezed orange juice. Just make sure you add like at least a little bit of sugar to that because it's extremely sour and bitter when you're not expecting it. Yeah, it's really, really good. I think oranges are phenomenal. Papaya, I'm not a big fan of. I think I've had it as like flavoring and stuff, and it's just kind of like meh to me. I'm not a huge fan of it. Passion fruit, I'm gonna also give that D tier just because like I might like the flavoring here and there, but the fruit itself is very, I'm not a big texture person, but passion fruit really, like, the texture really rubbed me the wrong way. It is very very like slimy and sticky. It's just not a good time. I did not have a good experience. Peaches, I think we're gonna go S tier. Peaches are so good. I would love just like a peach on a summer's day. It's so good. 10 out of 10 fruit. I would absolutely eat them all the time. Same thing with pears. I think pears are super good. I loved eating pears growing up. You gotta get them when they're ripe though, because if you get them when they're a bit too hard, they're kind of annoying and a bit of a struggle to eat. But if you get them when they're ripe, they're honestly phenomenal, and I love them. I'm surprised how big our S tier is. I like fruit. What can I say? Persimmon, I've never had this before, so that can go right there. Then we've got pineapple. Pineapple is phenomenal. We're going A tier on that. Pineapple is amazing. I really, really like pineapple. It's super good to get in fruit salad. Pineapple flavoring is really good. I'm not going to get too into the alcoholic drinks, but a pina colada on the beach sipping. Oh, the vibes are immaculate. Love a good pineapple. Same thing, make sure you get it when they're ripe, because if they're not, then it's a bit too sour and a bit kind of crunchy in a way. So make sure you get a ripe pineapple, otherwise you're not going to have a good time. Plums are really good. I'm going to go A tier on those. I think they're extremely tasty. It's the same thing how I feel about peaches, but I feel like peaches kind of edge them out a little bit. Plums are good. It's just like you're not really gonna like see them as often as you will like a peach. Like I feel like they're a little bit less common. They're still pretty good though. Same thing, you want to get them when they're like ripened and everything. Like right as they're getting like a little bit squishy. If they're a little too hard, you don't want those. Pomegranate I really like, but I can recognize that they're probably pretty divisive. Like I just love to eat pomegranate seeds as like a snack, and pomegranate juice is also really good. So I think I'm gonna go B or A. Do I like as much as these guys? I don't feel like I do. I'm gonna go B for pomegranate. Pomegranates are good though. I definitely, they're really good for you. Pomegranate juice is phenomenal. Yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Pomelo I have never had before. Raspberries. Ooh. Do they go up into S tier or A tier? Raspberries are so good. That's tough, dude. Oh, that's tough. I think I do go... Yeah, I think I do go S. I'm a sucker for berries, man. Raspberry smoothies, raspberry ice cream, raspberry sorbet, chocolate covered raspberry. Oh my God, so good. I love raspberry flavor. Blue raspberry, even though it's not the same thing as here because it's clearly these are red, but like they had to throw raspberries in there somehow. Blue raspberry is a really good flavor, so I will lump that with raspberry. Super, super good. I think raspberries are phenomenal. Red currant, I've never had before. Starfruit, I'm gonna give it D tier. You think it's gonna be this like really cool, like exotic fruit, and it just has like a little, it tastes like nothing with a hint of sweet. Like it's fine, but it's nothing you'd like write home to mom about or something like that. Like it's okay, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, starfruit. Like, I don't know, it's not that great. It's okay. And even then, like, I still like all of these guys better, so I think it goes down here. Strawberries are gonna take a little bit of a fall from the S tier. I still think they're good. Like they're pretty damn good overall, but I don't know. I just feel like there's better fruits out there. I feel like everything here in S tier is gonna be better. Strawberries are good though. Chocolate covered strawberry flavoring is very good. I like them when they mix with kiwis and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like I like all these other guys better. Tangerines, I'm gonna go A. I think they are very good. They're right up there with oranges for me. Same as, like I said, with oranges. If I don't have a tangerine for breakfast, or if I don't have an orange for breakfast, then it's probably gonna be a tangerine that I'm having. Yeah, I think they're really, really good. And they're a little bit sweeter than the oranges too, so if you like sweet fruits, you probably will like that. So highly recommend. Watermelon is gonna get an S tier from me. Shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I love watermelon. I think it's phenomenal. It's so good on like a hot summer's day. Like if you're getting together with like friends or family for a picnic and somebody doesn't bring watermelon, that's not a real picnic. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. You gotta have watermelon. It's so refreshing and it just tastes so good. Watermelon flavor is also usually good too. Love it. Back-to-back S tiers. I think this might be a hot take, but I love honeydew. So I think honeydew is gonna get an S tier from me. I think it's so damn good. Honeydew is honestly like tops. I think it's so good. Again, I love it in fruit salad. Honeydew flavoring, like especially like getting like Japanese snacks and Japanese sodas and treats and stuff like that. I love honeydew mochi. Honeydew mochi is top tier. It's so good. Yeah, they're doing it right over there. Honeydew flavor is phenomenal. Honeydew in general is just so good. It probably would be in like my top 3 if I was ordering these. Asian pears, I don't believe I've ever had before, so I'm gonna go put that there. Guava, I actually kind of like guava flavoring, so I'm gonna put that in B tier. I think it's pretty good. I only have had an actual guava, but like it's no, maybe C tier, because I don't think I've actually eaten a real guava. I've had like guava flavored things or like guava filling in like a dessert or something. That's about it. It's still good though. I would say I like it. It's pretty all right. Blood orange. It's just an orange, but darker. I guess I'll give it B tier. B for blood orange, I suppose. It's pretty good. Like I've had like blood orange juice. I've had it in like in other drinks and stuff before, and it's pretty all right. I don't mind it. Custard apple I've never had before. Brown cherry I've never had before. Kumquats. So these are like really, they look like almost like orange, like almost like little mini like mangoes kind of. They're like extremely sour. Like they're not bad, but I don't love them. Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to like be like, oh, I gotta get some kumquats right now. Like they're just like really like mini little sour mangoes, and the sour is just so overwhelming. I think I'm gonna go D tier. Mulberries I've never had before. Raisins, I prefer like raisins. I prefer like other dried fruits, but I can recognize raisins do have an importance, so I'm gonna give them C tier. Because I think they're like a pretty decent, like healthy snack. And I do love grapes, so I don't know. Jackfruit, I'm gonna go C tier. It's very meaty. I've had jackfruit a couple of times before. There was a food forest on campus where like students would like grow food that you could have and everything. And they would always be like one jackfruit tree. And they take a long time to grow. And it would only produce like one jackfruit a year. And it became like a big deal whenever it produced a jackfruit. So I remember being like, oh man, these are probably really good. And they probably taste super amazing. And then when my brother and sister went vegan for a while, I made like some barbecue jackfruit, and I was like, huh, it's not that great. I didn't think it was that good, honestly. So yeah, I think I'll give it C tier. I think that feels pretty good, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Mangosteen I've had in drinks, but I've never had like an actual like mangosteen. It's again like the issue of like I've had the flavor, but I've never had the actual fruit, so I guess I'll go C tier on that. Like, I remember liking it, but I haven't had the actual fruit. I've only had the flavoring, and the flavoring was all right. Rambutan is basically just pretty similar to a lychee. It's kind of like a lychee mixed with a grape a little bit. It's pretty good. I'd say B tier for that. It's pretty all right. Sour cherries. I don't know if I've ever had like a straight... No, I probably have had a sour cherry. I mean, it's all right. Like, I'd probably go C tier. It's not as good as a regular cherry, but it still probably hits occasionally, I would imagine. And then white currant I've never actually had before. So there we go. There is the definitive ranking of the official Kaigai fruit tier list. Make sure you let me know what you guys think of it. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Let me know down in the comments. If there are any other tier lists you'd like me to do like this in the future, make sure to let me know. Maybe we can do vegetables or whatever. I know this one was so highly requested, so I'm interested to see what the next highly requested tier list will be. So hopefully you guys give me some good suggestions for that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like on the video because it helps me out a ton. And definitely subscribe if y'all are new around here. If you want more fruit tier lists, more food tier lists in general, make sure you subscribe so that you get notified for all of that happening. I really appreciate it. And like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of my list. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? We can keep things civil because I know this is a pretty hot topic, but make sure you keep things civil down in the comments. But also let me know your thoughts. I like to engage with y'all and get that info. that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. I will catch you guys next time for another exciting food or other tier list on this channel, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Until then, take care, happy April Fool's Day, and peace.